He wasn't late because he didn't care, he was late because someone's life depended on him. The secret he couldn't tell. The restaurant was already full when Daniel rushed in, his breath uneven, his shirt slightly wrinkled, and his eyes carrying a quiet panic he couldn't hide. Late again, his manager, Mr. Collins, snapped before Daniel could even say a word. "I'm sorry, sir. No excuses." The words were sharp. Final. Around them, the soft clinking of glasses and low murmurs of customers continued, but a few curious eyes had already turned toward the scene. Daniel lowered his gaze. It won't happen again. That was a lie. And he knew it. Because every morning, before coming to work, Daniel wasn't just getting ready like everyone else. He was sitting beside a hospital bed, holding his little brother's hand. Broken heart, a life no one saw. 8-year-old Liam had been fighting a rare illness for over a year. Hospitals had become their second home. Bills had piled up. And Daniel had quietly taken on a role far bigger than anyone his age should. Parent. Provider. Protector. Every morning, he would wake up early, make sure Liam ate something, talk to doctors, and promise him one thing. "I'll be back soon. Just be strong, okay?" And Liam would always smile weakly and say, "You too, big brother." Hourglass not done, the breaking point. Back at the restaurant, the pressure was building. Table 6 is waiting. Order 12 is wrong. Move faster, Daniel. He tried. He really did. But exhaustion clung to him like a shadow. And then it happened. A glass slipped from his hand. Crash. The sound echoed louder than it should have. The entire restaurant went silent. Mr. Collins turned, his face turning red with anger. "That's it. I've had enough. I'm sorry, sir." "You're always sorry. Always late. Always distracted. This isn't a charity." Daniel felt his chest tighten. "Please. I just need." "You need to leave. You're fired." Crying face judged in seconds. The words hit harder than anything else. Fired. Just like that. No one asked why. No one cared enough to listen. A few customers whispered. Some shook their heads. To them, he was just another careless worker. Daniel swallowed hard, his eyes burning, but he refused to cry. Not here. Not in front of everyone. He quietly removed his apron and placed it on the counter. I understand. Eyes, but someone was watching. In the far corner of the restaurant, seated at a quiet table, a woman had seen everything. She hadn't said a word. Hadn't moved. But her eyes had followed every second of the scene. Her name was Evelyn Carter. A billionaire known for her sharp instincts and colder reputation. She wasn't known for kindness. She was known for power. And yet, something about the boy's face, the way he held back tears, the way he didn't argue, didn't defend himself, didn't sit right with her. Most people beg when they lose everything. He didn't. He just accepted it. And walked away. Man walking the walk that changed everything. Outside, the cold air hit Daniel's face. For a moment, he stood still. No job. No income. And a hospital bill waiting. His hands trembled as he reached into his pocket and looked at his phone. 3 missed calls. From the hospital. His heart dropped. Liam. Without thinking, he started running. Blackheart meanwhile. Inside the restaurant. Evelyn gently placed her glass down. Interesting, she murmured. Her assistant leaned closer. Ma'am? That boy. What about him? She paused for a moment, her eyes still fixed on the door Daniel had just walked through. Find out everything. The truth no one knew. Daniel ran faster than he ever had before. His heart pounded in his chest, not from exhaustion, but fear. Please be okay, he whispered under his breath. When he finally reached the hospital, he didn't stop to catch his breath. He rushed straight inside. Liam, he called out as he pushed open the door. The sight in front of him made his entire world stop. Liam lay weak on the bed, hooked to machines, his small chest rising slowly. A nurse turned toward Daniel. "You're finally here. What happened?" Daniel asked, panic in his voice. "He had a severe episode. We've stabilized him for now, but he needs urgent treatment." Daniel's voice trembled. "Treatment, how much?" The doctor stepped forward, his expression serious. "It's expensive. And we can't delay it any longer." Daniel already knew what that meant. Money. Something he didn't have anymore. His knees felt weak as he slowly sat beside Liam, gently holding his small hand. I'm here, he whispered, forcing a smile. Liam opened his eyes slightly. "Did you lose your job again?" he asked softly. Daniel froze. Kids always know. But he still smiled. "No. I just got a break today." Liam gave a faint smile. "Good, you work too much." Daniel looked away, his eyes filling with tears he refused to let fall. Briefcase meanwhile. The truth begins to unfold. Across the city, Evelyn Carter sat in her office, calm as ever. Her assistant entered quickly. "Ma'am, we found information about the boy." "Go on." "He's been taking care of his younger brother alone. Their parents passed away 2 years ago. The child is seriously ill." Evelyn's expression didn't change, but her silence spoke volumes. "And his job?" "He's been late multiple times, but only because he spends mornings at the hospital." The room fell quiet. For the first time that day. Evelyn leaned back slowly. "They fired him without asking a single question," she said softly. "Yes, ma'am." She stood up. "Prepare the car." High voltage. The moment everything changed. Back at the hospital, Daniel sat beside Liam, completely lost. "How am I going to save you?" he whispered. Just then, the door opened. He didn't look up at first. "I'm sorry, visiting hours are." "You shouldn't lie to your brother." Daniel froze. He slowly turned. Standing there was the same woman from the restaurant. Elegant. Calm. Powerful. "I saw what happened," Evelyn said. Daniel stood up quickly. "I don't need pity. This isn't pity." "Then what is it?" Evelyn stepped closer, her voice steady. "The truth." Broken heart walls begin to break. Daniel clenched his fists. "The truth doesn't change anything." "It changes everything," she replied. "I lost my job. My brother is sick. I don't have money. That's the truth." Evelyn looked at Liam, then back at Daniel. "No. The truth is, you chose him over everything else." Daniel said nothing. "And that," she continued, "is something most people fail to do." Glowing star. An unexpected offer. Evelyn took a small breath. "I'm going to pay for his treatment." Daniel's eyes widened instantly. "No. I can't accept that." "You can. And you will. I don't even know you." "You don't need to." Daniel shook his head. "Why would you help me?" For a moment, Evelyn didn't answer. Then she said quietly, "Because once I was in a place where no one helped me. Dove a second chance." Days later, everything began to change. Liam received the treatment he desperately needed. Daniel was given a new job, not as a waiter, but as a manager trainee in one of Evelyn's companies. But more importantly, he was given time. Time to be a brother. Time to breathe. Time to hope again. Red Heart, the real ending. Months later, Liam stood outside the hospital, healthy. Smiling. Are we going home? He asked. Daniel smiled, holding his hand. Yeah, we are. Across the street, Evelyn watched from her car. Her assistant spoke softly, You changed their lives. Evelyn shook her head slightly. No. She looked at the brothers walking away together. They reminded me what life is. Sparkles. Sometimes, people aren't late because they don't care. They're late because they're fighting battles you can't see. And sometimes, all it takes is one person to stop, look closer, and choose kindness. Fire. Backhand index pointing right. If you were in her place, would you have done the same? Backhand index pointing right. Kindness costs nothing, but can change everything.